Hi Spire Fellas, my name is Deda Anasya Yuliastri, a consultant at Spire Research and Consulting in Indonesia. Welcome to another episode of Spire in Minutes. So in this episode, we will discuss about value chain financing model and how this model can help farmers in Indonesia. As we know, agriculture plays an important role in the Indonesian economy. According to the data from the Central Bureau of Statistics Indonesia in 2022, agriculture contributed 12.40% to Indonesia's GDP, or equivalent to around 2,428.9 trillion rupiah. The agricultural sector also provides employment opportunities for a significant portion of Indonesia's population, especially in rural areas. The agricultural sector also being the greatest sector with employment rate. It is contribute 29.96% of the labor force, or equivalent to around 40.64 million workers as of February 2022. Despite the potential of the agricultural sector to drive the Indonesian economy, in practice, it still faces some challenges. One of the challenges is related to capital or access to financing. Here is some reasons why farmers still lack access to financial institutions. First, limited access to financial institutions. The presence of banks or financial institutions is often scarce in rural areas or difficult to reach for small-scale farmers. The second, lack of collateral and security for lenders. Farmers often lack collateral or asset that can be pledged as security to obtain loans. This makes lenders reluctant to provide funds due to perceived high risk. Third, the uncertainty in production and prices. Farmers face high risk associated with external factors such as weather, plant disease, and fluctuation in commodity prices in the market. This uncertainty makes lenders less confident in the farmers' ability to repay the loans. And the fourth, complex financing procedures. Some farmers may find it challenging to understand or meet the requirements and procedures for obtaining financing from financial institutions. And the last, low financial literacy. According to the data from the Financial Services Authority in 2019, the financial literacy of farmers and fishermen remains low. Farmers' lack of understanding of financial products and their inability to manage finance makes them hesitant to access financing from financial institutions. Instead, they tend to rely on capital from previous harvests for the upcoming planting season or rely on capital from their relatives. From these challenges, value chain financing can be an effective solution to address constraints in financing access faced by farmers. The definition of value chain financing, according to the Food Agriculture Organization, is referred to the financial flows to those actors from both within the value chain and financial flows to those actors from the outside as a result of their being linked within a value chain. Value chain finance can offer an opportunity to expand the financing opportunities for agriculture, improving efficiency and repayments in financing, and also consolidate value chain linkage among participants in the chain. Here is some ways how value chain financing can positively contribute to improving financing access for farmers. The first is through collaboration in the value chain. Value chain financing involves collaboration among various stakeholders in the value chain of an industry, including producers, distributors, suppliers, and financial institutions. With this cooperation, the risk and responsibility of financing can be distributed throughout the value chain, enabling business in the chain to support each other. The second is transaction-related financing. Value chain financing can provide financing directly related to business transactions within the value chain, such as financing for the purchase of seeds, fertilizer, or working capital for production. This helps address specific financing needs relevant to their business activities. The third is the utilization of financial technology. The development of financial technology can accelerate the financing process and improve the accessibility for farmers. The value chain financing can leverage technological innovation to facilitate the processing and disbursement of financing, including through online platforms or digital banking application. And the fourth, education and training aspect. The value chain financing model focuses not only financing, but also on education and training. Improving financial literacy and business management skills can help farmers and other stakeholders in the value chain better understand financial aspects and manage risk more effectively. And the last, diversification of funding sources. Value chain financing enables the diversification of funding sources by involving various parties, including financial institutions, companies, and other partners in the value chain. This can reduce farmers' dependence on a specific funding sources. The initiative of value chain financing model has been undertaken by several banks, such as Bank Mandiri, Bank Rakyat Indonesia, and Bank Negara Indonesia. These banks have provided financing support to business in the palm oil sector. This financing encompasses various stages in the value chain from plantation, processing, and marketing. Value chain financing in the palm oil sector also includes providing technical assistance, adopting technology to enhance production, and sustainable agricultural practices that involves various stakeholders, including the government and the private sector. Collaboration among stakeholders is crucial to creating holistic and sustainable solutions to support the growth of the palm oil sector. The implementation of the value chain financing model is expected to create a more inclusive and sustainable financing ecosystem, reducing risk, and improving the well-being of business in the value chain of agricultural industry. So, that concludes this episode of Spire in Minutes. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos from Spire in Minutes. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye-bye!